So once again, welcome to Nature and Nature Boy. So today I have Sid, and we will discuss about the living cost in Milan, the updated version of 2023. We know that there is lots of changes after war and COVID and other situation, all the things. So Sid, now let's directly move to the topic. So let's talk about the living cost in Milan.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Student life, right? So if you are coming, you are living in the center. For a private room, its starting price it's 800 euro
800 euro.
minimum.
Okay.
For a private room. If you are living in the sharing room, but it is in the center, it's cost you around 650.
650 in the center.
In the center.
Okay.
When you go to the outskirts, the private room costs you around 650, and sharing room, like you share with another people, which cost you around 450.
450.
Okay, so let's count 650 for a private room, 450 for the sharing room.
Okay.
Okay, now let's talk about the food expense. Straight to the, I'm going fast to, it's
Yeah.
it's quite easy
yeah.
to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, food expenses. If you are preparing by yourself, you are not going for a food outside, then it's cost you around 220 to 250 on the maximum side.
Maximum.
Like you are cooking every day in your house and you are buying food from the Italian supermarket. You are not going for an Indian supermarket, right? So it costs you around 220 to 250
250 maximum.
Let's take 400 from the accommodation, 250 from the food. So it's
Okay.
around 650.
650.
Right now, if you are going for an outing, you are going for a restaurant, if you are to went somewhere to roam around, which cost you around 100 euro to 200 euro. It's depend on you personally, but let's count 100 euro
100
for
euro.
outings.
Outings.
So it's 750. 750.
750.
Right, and now let's talk about the transportation cost.
Transportation cost here.
Right, so if you have the student ID, like we have the easy, right? So which cost you 60 euro per year.
60 euro per year.
So per month it's around 5 euro, I think so.
Yeah, 5 euro.
Let's count 10 euro,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For each. So 760. And if you don't have the student easy value and everything, you are going with the regular rates. So it's around 20 euro, 22 euro right now, but from the next month it is increasing. So let's count 30 euro in general.
For the accommodation. For the transport. Per
Right?
month.
Per month.
22 euro per month. Yeah.
So 750 plus 30
20.
euro.
30 euro.
Let's
780.
count 30 because you are sometimes
Yeah,
you
780.
So 780. So in general in Milan, minimum cost at minimum, like you are not going for too much outing, you are
Okay.
not spending too much, then you have to pay at least 780 euros.
780 euros. So guys, see, if you are coming as a tourist or as a worker, then you have to pay minimum 700 euro per month.
Per month.
Okay.
Right.
And for example, if you are coming as a student and if you have the scholarship, for example, as we are a student of Polymy, so I have the DSU scholarship. So here the cost will be less. Why? Because for the food we will get the Mensa, so we don't need to pay for the food, which will save approximately 200 to 250 euro per month. And for the accommodations, sometimes we will get the university accommodations. So there we have to pay only 200 euro per month. So there also will cut the price. And for the transport we have to pay. So there we will get scholarship, that will be approximately 700 to 750 euro per year. So that scholarship will be sufficient to survive in Milan. So no need to pay from our pocket if you are coming as a student who have the DSU scholarship.
Yeah.
And in case if you do not have the scholarship, then you have to pay this much amount, 700 euro per month, especially in the Milan, for the shared one, not the
not the private room.
Private one will go maybe 1,000 to 1,000.
Or more. It's
1100.
depend if you divide the 700, so your majority part of cost goes into your accommodation. So it's totally depend, price totally depend on your accommodation. If you go for a expensive good house in central, then my friends are like they are staying at the Centrale, so they are paying, their monthly cost goes around 1,500 euro.
1,500. Oh my goodness.
But they are not cooking in their house, they are going outside, and that's how many
It depends on our choice and other things. So these are the living cost according to 2023. So sometimes it may vary, sometimes less, sometimes more, depends on where you are getting. And also on living cost, there are a number of videos. If you go in my YouTube, that is, if you go in the playlist, you will find number of living cost. So we are just updating it. And in order to find the accommodation, like we will make separate video on that because it's a lengthy process. So already there are a number of videos on this. So if you go simply and if you follow the same procedure, that will work for finding the accommodation.
But for sure we make updated
videos.
Quite good for them.
We will make in the future that video. And
Oh, let's talk about the cost of living in Italy in general.
Yeah, in general, So for example, this is only for the Milan. So now let's talk about the other cities.
As you know, in all over the Italy, Milan is quite expensive, as it is the one of the metropolitan city of in general in Europe also. So let's put Milan on the top. So let's consider 800 euro for Milan.
Yeah, maximum 800.
Maximum side. It's not a minimum, but in general I'm talking about. Then now we convert. Then we consider Rome, Florence, and Milan. So they are like more or less similar. So it's 100 euro less or more. It's depend on the situation. In Rome and Florence. Right? Now you went to let's consider for a Naples, Bari, Turin, that kind of city. This is like there are not that much famous, but it's still famous. So you cut drastically around like 250 300 euros. So your cost comes around 550 or
if you are going to the other cities.
Other cities like Bari and that.
Bari, Naples, Turin, and all the other cities. So
that is it for the in general in Italy also.
But it also depends. For example, even in Milan, some students they got the shared accommodation at cheap rate. Because at many places it depends on the quality of house also. Sometimes the students get the shared accommodation for 250 to 300 euros. So then the cost
they
will
have
be
to sleep on the floor and quite like that.
Something like that. It depends on that person. But we are talking about the quality life and the maximum, so that you will not suffer a lot for anyone. So maximum, it's like it can go maximum 700 something in Milan, and if other cities like 400 to 500 euro maximum. So if you have this much of amount, you no need to suffer. So because I interacted with a number of students from Turin, Rome, so they are paying very less
compared to Milan,
200 or something like that. So so that's not a big issue, but we are talking about the maximum. So these are all the updated version of the living cost in Milan as a student and also as a tourist or worker if you are coming to Milan in 2023, right? You are missing something?
No.
So let's see you guys in another video with another topic.
Sure.
Maybe with another guest, not Sid, because he's becoming very famous.
I am, some guys are pretty jealous of me,
Okay, guys. So Sid promised that he will share his YouTube link in one of my video.
Sure, I will.
It has been like more than 2 months.
I will.
He didn't share that link.
Because my graduation.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Okay, guys. So let's stop this video here, and we will see you in another video. Ciao, ciao, guys. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.